Housing Now is a nationwide movement to create more affordable housing. It's being sponsored by the Center for Creative Nonviolence, which is Mitch Schneider's organization in Washington, D.C., and the National Coalition for the Homeless.
What's going to be happening in the fall, on October 7th to be exact, has its roots back in January of this year in Atlanta, Georgia, when about 200 of us got together, people representing just about every major national organization in the country dealing with housing and homelessness, as well as a significant number of homeless people. We came together to try and determine where we go from here, or more accurately from there. And in the course of those 2 days, we determined a couple of things. The first was that as a movement, we are right now in a position of very great strength. And that is primarily for two reasons. One, that there's a large and thankfully growing number of people in this country who are disturbed, who are angered by the fact that there are millions of human beings in the United States that have no place to live. There are a far larger number of people that are deeply and personally concerned about the fact that there is virtually no affordable housing left because it deeply and personally affects them. Beyond homeless people, beyond poor people, there are tens of millions of folks in this country who are either spending ridiculous percentages of their income on a place to live, who are living doubled and tripled and quadrupled up, who are living in substandard housing. Because of all of that, even Congress has finally figured out that something is wrong.
And the other thing that's made this holy ground is the struggle that people who live on it have waged to keep it their own and have a place on the face of the earth. Some people don't understand the nature of that struggle. But it harks back, I think, to a simple and primitive idea that simply by virtue of being alive, whether one is sober or drunk, lazy or hardworking, inside the social fabric or on its edge, one has a right to somewhere in the world. And that by virtue of being born, one has a home on the face of the earth.
Finally on the street. You got to work if you want to eat. It's not as easy as it seems, no. Young man, no place to put your feet. Disappointed, kind of blue. Pretty sweet thing on the street. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about you? Want the freedom